Hey everybody, I'm Scott Wikle. You're listening to My Kind of Country. Thanks so much for joining us on a Monday night. It is always a pleasure to have a gentleman of this musical caliber on my show. He is not only a great guy, I know him well, but he is one of the best musicians in the business. He worked for many years with so many fantastic names in country music, including Charlie Louvin, Connie Smith, Becky Hobbs, and the great Loretta Lynn. And he is currently the star of Perley's Place that's airing on RFD. He also has a radio show on WSM. A lot of stuff going on, including a brand new single with Rhonda Vincent. We're going to talk about all of that today. It's my honor to welcome back Perley Curtis to My Kind of Country. Perley, how are you tonight, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good, Scott, and I'll pay you for that great introduction later. That was good.
That's why I got so many words in there, as I charge by the words.
Okay. It was worth it. That was great. Great intro.
Oh, man, good to talk to you. How are you? How's your family? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing good. My family's doing good, and I'm busier now than I was 20 years ago. I'm busy all the time.
Well, that's great to hear, and that says a lot about the music that you're doing. There's an audience for it, and it's getting stronger than ever, and we don't need all those crazy award shows. We got real country music coming from Perley Curtis, you know?
You bet. We can't get started on that, can we? Because we have the same feelings about a lot of things, but yes, I agree with you.
Well,
I'm doing the old traditional country music, and going to be doing a lot of shows with Leona Williams this summer and her son Ron. So I'm looking forward to that.
You guys were on the Midnight Jamboree together here just a couple weeks ago, too.
Yeah. I think 3 weeks ago it came out. We had a packed house in there, and went really well. It's a lot of fun to work with her because she's written so many great country songs. It's fun to play those songs.
Oh, yeah. Now, are you doing some shows with her down in Branson, or where are you going to be working with her?
Well, we're going to be doing a show at the Don Gibson Theater, and I don't have the exact date right now. We had a date, but it had to be moved, so I haven't got the new date yet. But that's going to happen, and I think she has some things that she wants to work together out in Branson.
Fantastic.
So it'll all be listed on my website when all that is nailed down. So,
folks, that is perleysplace.com. We will have that information on our Facebook page for My Kind of Country, and you can check out all of Perley's tour dates and all the television appearances, everything that's going on with Perley. You can go right to perleysplace.com, and his fabulous music also streams at Amazon, Apple, iTunes, and you can also get on Facebook and follow his page on there. We'll put all that on our Facebook page so you can check all that out.
Yeah, that would be great. But how you been doing, Scott?
I'm doing just great. We're the pandemic really helped my radio show. We got a lot more listeners, and they've kind of stayed with us, you know. But it's good that you're getting back out there and working again. Things are starting to move again, so that's good news.
Yes, yeah. And I've updated my tour bus. I had an old Silver Eagle for 18 years, and I just traded it off a year or so ago for a Prevost. So
good for you.
Going to have a good ride this summer to travel in, and so we're really looking forward to doing some road dates.
That's fabulous.
Now, I have my radio show on WSM also, but now I'm not a full-fledged DJ like you. I just get on in, play some of my favorite songs, and I don't do as good a job as you do at that business.
Well, heck, that's all I do. I just, my show's about the music, I just...
Yeah.
And you put out some great music, WSM, and you can catch that show. Just check their listings for WSMonline.com for when Perley's going to be on there doing a show. And Perley's Place, RFD TV. Man, I'll tell you, that has really taken off. You've had some great shows and so many great comments that I get about your show, and it's so refreshing to turn it on and just see, you're going to hear real country music when Perley's Place comes on.
You bet, yeah, and that show is doing really good, Scott. It's and I've got a 10-piece band up there, and of some of the best pickers in the world. They have to be. I mean, if you had 10 people didn't know what they were doing, it would really be a train wreck. But everybody knows when and when not to play. So I can do anything from bluegrass to Elvis up there with the crew that I have.
Oh, that's great. I know you got Jim Hartley playing drums and Eugene Moles playing guitar. And I'll tell you, when you were up here with David Frizzell the last time, Eugene and you were working together in that band, and you guys have some of the best twin lead stuff all worked out, and I just love it.
Oh yeah, we loved working with David too. We worked up all that stuff he does of his brothers, Lefty, and we took time to work up the licks that they had back then. It was really good. A lot of fun working with David.
Absolutely, and I know he's been on your show. You've had a lot of great guest stars. Who have you got coming up in the future on the show?
I've got, let's see, I had Jimmy Fortune was on, and Daryl Worley, and Paulette Carlson. I got a lot of great guests. The ones coming up, now I had Penny Gilley was on, from the Penny Gilley show. She has a show on RFD. She's had her show, I think, like 16 years running. So she came and did my show, and I went down to Fort Worth and taped her show, and that just aired, I think, last week. So she's been on, and let's see, who else do I have? We're going to try to get some folks like Crystal Gale and Jeannie Seeley and different ones on. So we've had Daryl Worley and some really, really good guests.
Absolutely. Well, folks, you can go to rfdtv.com and check out their listings for the dates and airing times for Perley's Place on RFD TV. Check it out.
Yeah, they're all archived on there, right back to the beginning. There's quite a few episodes now.
Oh, that's great. And you've got a live album, too, that I notice is available on Amazon and iTunes, too, from the show.
Yes, and also, I almost forgot to mention, I have a single release that's out. It's been out for about a month. Bill Wentz Productions is promoting it for me, and it's doing real well. It's moving on up and in the charts, and if it can just get some airplay, it'll be great. So people can hear it around the country, and it'll help me book shows out on the road.
Well, by gosh, we've been playing it. We're going to keep playing it. It's a beautiful song with Rhonda Vincent. Hold What You Got. That's a great song, man. I love that.
Jimmy Martin song.
Yeah.
I've been singing that for years, from my bluegrass days, and I thought, well, Rhonda's got the same background in music as I had grown up, so I just took a chance and asked her if she'd come do it with me, and she did it and sang the fire out of that song.
Oh, man.
So
she's not only a great harmony singer, but the cool thing with her is that she can sing that bluegrass music and turn right around and just hit you right between the eyes with a stone cold honky tonk country song.
Yep.
Man, she is good. There's no doubt about it.
And we had recorded that song, and I did the first verse, and then we switched keys, and she did the second verse. So when it came to the last chorus, I had to have that high fifth harmony there, and I had my wife Erin come into the studio and showed her the part, and boy, she just really nailed it, and really her voice blended really good. So we're all three on it on the last chorus.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, Erin's such a beautiful singer. Your latest album, At This Moment, you guys did a duet on there. If I'm Not Already Crazy, too. That's a beautiful song.
Yep. Yeah, and we did an old Porter and Dolly song called "Making Plans."
Oh yeah,
that's where I learned it from, and
yeah,
a lot of folks are playing that one. So
you bet. And she's been on the show with you too, on the TV show, and
yes, yep,
she's a great
and,
singer.
But Diane Sherrill, she's one of the regular guests.
Oh yeah,
on the TV show. So yeah, we'll get it's like you say, if you like country music and tune in, you're going to get some country music. That's for sure.
I could not be happier for you. I'm so glad to see all this happening. You deserve it so much, and you're just such a great guy, and we are always just uplifted when we get to spend time with you, and always love to hear you play, and I really love that dobro, buddy.
Oh, yes, yeah. And I'm playing, when I'm in town, I'm playing every other Sunday down at Roberts, Western World, down in town, on Broadway.
You bet.
So I get play dobro and steel, and on the show I just funked the show and play guitar, and I hired a steel player, Rex Wiseman. He plays with the Oak Ridge Boys, but he plays steel for me on the TV show. But so show down there on Broadway every
Yeah,
other
you bet.
Sunday. I get to do that. So
You bet. That's the first and third Sundays, 12 to 2:30 Central Time down at Robert's Western World, right downtown Music Row, Nashville.
yeah. We tell them our band is PG, Free Garth.
There you go. I love it.
Free Garth, anything Free Garth.
Perfect. That works for me.
We call it Buck and Merle. We did a lot of Buck Owens, Merle Haggard.
Well, Perley, you're going to be this coming weekend. You're going to be at a real favorite place of mine and a real favorite, one of my favorite people that we play on the show, Bobby Mackey's up in Wilder, Kentucky.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it on the 15th of this month. I'm going to be up there with Bobby at his club up there, and I'm really excited about it.
Man, that's great. That'll be this Saturday night, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Hopefully a lot of people will come out. I can meet some new people up there.
Well, absolutely. I know my good DJ friend H.D. Ainsworth's going to be there too, right?
Yes, yeah. I think he's going to be there for 4 or 5 days.
Well, that's wonderful.
So it's going to be good to see him again.
Well, I know that there is no doubt about Bobby Mackey's, and it's a country music venue, real country music, and they're going to love you up there.
I hope so. Hopefully we have a lot of folks come out.
Absolutely. Bobby Mackey's this Saturday night, Perley Curtis. Don't miss it, folks. Perley, we lost Miss Loretta Lynn not too long ago, and I know you worked for her for quite a few years. Can you tell me a story or two about working with Loretta and what it was like working with her?
Well, when I first started with Loretta, of course it was a dream come true because I grew up as just a little kid, and it was Loretta and Ernest Tubb were my mom and dad's favorite singers, so they had a lot of the records. So as a little kid, I mean real small, I would sit and look at all the records, and I can remember reading all of the backs of the albums with Loretta and Ernest Tubb. So I grew up on that music. And then when I came to Nashville and had the chance to play for her, I knew all her songs from back when she was with Ernest Tubb, and she was amazed at that. So that at my age, that I knew all that stuff. So when with the first year, we would get on the CB radios. She had her bus, and then the band had a bus that followed her. So we would once in a while sing Loretta and Ernest songs, and I would do Ernest parts.
Oh, wow.
And she was amazed that I knew all the words to all those songs. And then we would get a chance to sing. A couple of musicians sang, so she would go off stage halfway through the show to rest for a few minutes, and we would sing a song each, and I always sang last, and she started coming out on stage and singing harmony with me, so I had to pinch myself every night. Miss Loretta Lynn singing harmony with me was quite something.
That's fantastic. I know there's some great footage on YouTube you can look up with her on the Opry, and you're playing steel there, and I love when I get to see that. And hey, there's Perley.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you a real quick story about an Opry show. You have the length of a commercial to get out there and plug in, and when the curtain opens up, you have to go. It's televised, and so you don't have any time to really get a sound or anything. You plug in and make sure you got a signal, and you go. So we did that, and the curtain opens up, and Porter Wagner is at the end of the stage introducing her, and we're doing Coal Miner's Daughter, which is a big steel guitar intro. And I looked, and I had forgot my bar.
Oh, no.
Back in the dressing room. And I looked at the steel right next to me, and there was no bar on that steel, which you usually put your bar right on your keyhead,
Yeah.
And he was introduced. This is how close it was. He was introducing her. I stood up and turned around and got Tommy White's his bar off of his guitar up on the behind me.
Oh my gosh.
And I turned around and sit down. Now this is televised too on TV. And I turned around and sit down and laid the bar down and started the song. That's how close.
Ooh.
If his bar hadn't have been there, it would have been a train wreck.
Oh man.
It would have been trying to play a fiddle without a bow. Yeah, I still panic every time I think of that. But
man, that's a close one. I love it.
It was close. Too close.
Man. Well, folks.
But no, I really treasure my 7 years that I worked with Loretta. She treated me She was a kind lady and really good to work with.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Never got sick of playing her music either. It was, mostly steel guitar, so it was a steel guitar player's dream,
Oh, you bet. Wonderful memories for sure. Folks, you can go to perleysplace.com. That's Perley's website. Check out all of his tour dates coming up. Check out the TV show. Check out his music on Amazon, Apple, iTunes, and make sure you like him on Facebook. And we're going to put all that information on the My Kind of Country page. And right now we're going to play that latest single with Rhonda Vincent, Hold What You Got, and some other great music from Perley's fantastic catalog of albums, and I encourage you to pick those up because it's definitely my kind of country. Perley, my friend, it was a pleasure having you back on the show. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. I was really enjoyed being on the show, and I appreciate that.
All right. Well, let's do it again. Let's stay in touch.
We'll see you soon.
All right. That's Perley Curtis, everybody. Here's some great music as we continue with My Kind of Country.
Hold what you got, I'm a-coming home, baby. Hold what you got. I don't mean maybe, been a-thinking about you, and I'm on my way. Don't sell the house and don't wreck the car. Stay there, honey, right where you are. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay. Well, in my mind, I can see it's a mighty good sign that I need you, that's why I can't wait to get back home. So squeeze yourself real good and tight, 'cause I'll be home before daylight. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay. Hold what you got, I'm a-coming home, baby. Hold what you got. I don't mean maybe, been thinking about you, and I'm on my way. Don't sell the house and don't wreck the car. Stay there, honey, right where you are. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay.
Been too lonely, been too much grieving. When I get back, honey, this time I'm gonna stay. We won't fuss and we won't fight, and this time things are gonna be alright. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay. Hold what you got, I'm a-coming home, baby. Hold what you got. I don't mean maybe, been a-thinking about you, and I'm on my way. Don't sell the house and don't wreck the car. Stay there, honey, right where you are. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay. If you hold what you got, I'm a-coming home to stay.